I'm David Pasha. I have sponsored this program for you to learn.
Hello viewers, my name is Mishek Maundu. In today's lesson, we're going to look at Zambia and its neighbors under social studies. Zambia is in the southern part of Africa. There are 8 neighboring countries. Physical features in Zambia. The natural things that you see are physical features. Some of these physical features are mountains, hills, rivers, lakes, valleys, and highlands. Mountains, valleys, and highlands. A large part of Zambia is a plateau or highland. A plateau is a flat land on top. There are also many valleys and mountains in Zambia. The highest part of Zambia are the Mafinga and the Makutu mountains and the Mbala highlands. The lower part of Zambia is the Luangwa Valley, rivers and waterfalls. The 5 big rivers we have in Zambia are Luangwa, Chambeshi, Kafiwe, Zambezi, and Luapula. The biggest river in Zambia is the Zambezi River. The name Zambia comes from Zambezi River. There are many beautiful waterfalls in Zambia, such as the famous Victoria Falls, Kalambo Falls, the Kundadila Falls, Luangwa Falls, and Gigoni Falls. Lakes and swamps. Zambia has many lakes, and the 5 big lakes are Mweru, Tanganyika, Bangwehulu, Mwelu Wantipa, and Kariba lakes. Lake Kariba is man-made lake that is on the boundary between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Lake Tanganyika is shared with Tanzania. Swamps are wet areas overgrown with water plants. Examples are the Lukanga and Bangwehulu swamp. Provinces and districts in Zambia. There are 10 provinces in Zambia, and these are Western, Northern, Eastern, Northwest, Southern, Lusaka, Luapula, Copperbelt, Central, and Muchinga. Lusaka is the capital city of Zambia. Each province in Zambia is divided into districts. Each district has a central town. Zambia now has more than 100 districts. World challenges. The first one, we have population growth. It is the rate at which the population of an area is growing or increasing. Causes of rapid population growth. Poor family planning, early marriages, poverty, polygamy. Effects of rapid world population growth. High mortality rate, illiteracy, unemployment, crime, diseases, food shortages. Possible solution to rapid population growth. Family planning, education, increased food yields, migration from overpopulated areas to underpopulated areas. Corruption. Corruption is misusing resources or authority for personal gain or benefits. Forms of corruption. Petty corruption involves small amounts of money. Grand corruption involves large sums of money. Political corruption. This is where an official in the government uses public funds to campaign in order to attain a higher position or to gain favor. Embezzlement or economic plunder. This is where government officials misuses public funds for personal gains. Fraud. Using of dishonest ways to take something valuable from another person. Causes of corruption. Poverty, dishonest, selfishness, ignorance. Effects of corruption. It makes a few corrupt officials rich while the nation suffers. The law is not respected when people pay bribes to law enforcement officers. The national does not develop if there is corruption. Crime increases in society. People accept bribes, obtain favors they are not entitled to. Food shortages. Causes of food shortages in some parts of the world. Number one, droughts, floods, pests and diseases, ignorance, wars, laziness. Importance of food security. Food security is when plenty of nutritional foods are available whenever it is needed. Food security also means growing a variety of crops. In case one crop fails the family, we will rely on another crop which does well. Food security is important because it prevents hunger and people will have good health and food is preserved for future use. HIV and AIDS as another world challenges. Consequences of HIV and AIDS on food security. Shortage of labor. HIV and AIDS affect the most productive age group. When this active labor force is affected, less food is produced and there is a food shortage. Less of time. Most of the time is spent caring for HIV and AIDS patients. This affects food production. Medical care costs. HIV and AIDS patients require special diet and medication, hence more money is spent on these people. Pollution. Pollution is making the environment dirty. Things which make the environment dirty are called pollutants. Some pollutants are man-made and others are natural. Examples of man-made pollutants are papers, bottles, broken grasses, and plastics. Natural pollutants are leaves and sticks. Types of pollution: air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, biological pollution, land pollution. Causes of pollution: air pollution. It is caused by smoke or fumes from moving vehicles, industries, and burning coal. Water pollution. Dirty water from factories, chemical waste, sewage, and fertilizers entering into rivers pollutes water. Noise pollution. It is unwanted sound. It is caused by loud music, noise from moving vehicles, and noise from heavy machineries. Biological pollution. It is where a plant or an animal is introduced into a new place where it has no predators and dominates the place. It is called alien or foreign plants or animals. Land pollution. It is caused by mining, pesticides, and chemical fertilizers. Effects of pollution. Air pollution. Air pollution damages our lungs, irritates our eyes, and affects our eyesight. It affects climate. It causes acid rain. Water pollution. Water pollution can make people and animals sick. Noise pollution. It interferes with communication. It damages our ears. Biological pollution. The foreign plants or animals will dominate the place. Indigenous plants and animals will disappear. Lastly, effect of land pollution. Some useful and harmless insects are killed by insecticides. Dump site make the environment look dirty. Dump site produces bad smell. Possible solution to pollution. We can reduce pollution in our communities by cleaning up dirty places. Avoid throwing rubbish into water, dams, and rivers. Educate people on how to keep the environment clean. Other world challenges. To start with poverty. It causes other problems such as prostitution and crime. Poverty can be as a result of unemployment. Many people do not have enough money for adequate food. Violence and conflict. Many buildings and lives are destroyed. People run away from troubled areas and stay in more peaceful areas as refugees. Wars disrupt economic activities such as farming and manufacturing. Because of this, development cannot take place. Global warming. Global warming is the rise in temperature that the Earth experiences. It is caused by air pollution, especially in developed nations. Gases from industries, cars, and burning releases chlorofluorocarbons into the airs. This traps the sun's heat and makes the Earth warmer. Global warming causes heat waves. It also disturbs natural habitats. Possible solution to world challenges. Poverty. Training will help people get jobs or be self-employed. The government can create jobs by supporting investment in industry that can give people jobs. Violence and conflict. In time of conflict, it is good to sit down and work out a solution by talking rather than fighting. Global warming. We can avoid global warming if we burn less rubbish and use products that do not put carbon into the atmosphere. It can also be prevented if we use environmentally friendly ways to improve our lives. The following are some of the questions regards to what we have discussed. The first question is, explain what corruption is. Explain what corruption is. Mention two possible solutions to rapid population growth. Mention two possible solutions to rapid population growth. Give one reason why corruption is not good. Give one reason why corruption is not good. What do we call things which make the environment dirty? What do we call things which make the environment dirty? How can you prevent pollution in your community? How can you prevent pollution in your community? Write one effect of noise pollution. Write one effect of noise pollution. Dash is contaminating or making the environment dirty. Dash is contaminating or making the environment dirty. Which form of corruption is where someone uses dishonest ways to take something valuable from someone? Which form of corruption is where someone uses dishonest ways to take something valuable from another person? Dash pollution can cause respiratory disease. Dash pollution can cause respiratory disease. Why is food security important? Why is food security important? What happens to the fish in the rivers when there is lack of oxygen? What happens to a fish in the river when there is lack of oxygen? Write two causes of food shortages in some parts of the world. Write two causes of food shortages in some parts of the world. What is global warming? What is global warming? Wow, thank you so much. This is the end of our lesson for today.